room tour of balcony stateroom 12672 on Harmony of the Seas. You will notice immediately that this is a ocean view balcony. Right now we're looking at the Port of Galveston. Next to the door is your power. Now you have to keep a card in this slot at all times for the power to work. Without it, well, it's still blinking. So it will stay active for a few seconds, but when that light stops blinking, you'll have no power. But you leave a card in here, that's your lights. Here's your muster information in case there's an emergency on the back side of the door. It tells you where to go in case you forget. Now, you do have to do a muster drill before the ship leaves the port, and we recommend you do that first thing. Now, as you come in looking at the room, there's a mirror, a full-length mirror next to the door. Across from the door is the bathroom. We'll start here. Your light switch for the bathroom is always on the outside in cruise ships, and you always step over the threshold to get in. I can't tell you how many times I've tripped going in. So now we're in the bathroom. It's a pretty good size bathroom for a cruise ship. Plenty of storage underneath. You have a glass shower. Carnival really needs to do this on all their ships. The shower curtain is terrible on the cruise ships. And then they have an all-in-one hair and body wash complimentary. It's like stuff guys would use, you know. You can use it to wash your hair, your body. You can wash your car with it. You can use it in a pinch as motor oil. It's all in one. But there's a little foot brace right there. So when women are shaving their legs, whatever, there's a rack for holding your stuff. Plenty of room. Now, moving out of here, we're going to take a look at this room. Again, this is an ocean view room. Oh, before we get too far, the thermostat is right next to the bathroom door, and we advise turning it all the way down as cold as you can get. Now, looking forward to the left, you will notice there's a desk. They leave all your contact information, things they want you to know about on the desk there. They left us a letter. This is a group cruise for us, so they gave us some information about that. There's a vanity mirror. Underneath is your power supply. You have 2 USBs, 3 standards, 1 European outlet, and here is the light for the vanity. You have a chair, a nice chair, slides out. Okay, Royal Caribbean made a new rule as far as the power sources go. Used to be you could use a cruise ship approved power outlet, a multi-power outlet. They no longer allow those. You can use USB charging stations, and I can explain more about that in another video. Hopefully I'll remember to do that. Okay, your first closet here on the right doesn't have any shelves, but plenty of room to hang anything you need to hang up in there. You have a full-size couch across from the desk, and then this wardrobe slash chest. You have your hair dryer. Underneath that is your cooler slash refrigerator. They don't get quite as cold as a normal refrigerator, guys, but they will keep your drinks cool enough. And then drawers for your clothes and whatever you need to store there. And plenty of room on this countertop to collect all my cameras and stuff. Now, across, we have another closet. This one has multiple shelves, 2 sets of drawers underneath, plenty of room to hang stuff on this side. Your safe for your belongings and the instructions for the safe are right there for operating it, just so you know. Looking at the bed, this bed is configured for a couple, so it is a queen size bed. You'll notice that Royal puts a curve on the end of the mattresses, which makes it easier to get around the bed. There is a nightstand on each side. There is 1 outlet, no USB by the bed on either side. I believe the ship was built in 2017, 2018. So USBs were not a big thing when this ship was built. Now, looking across from the bed, you will see we have looks like a 42-inch television. It looks like it might be on a swivel a little bit. Yeah, so you can swivel this. So when you're sitting over on a couch, you can watch TV if you want. All right. Now, looking at the door to go out to the deck, you'll notice it's like round, like a porthole. It's kind of an interesting thing. You have to step up, watch your step. Now, this is a sliding door. And then you're out. Now, the balcony is not the biggest balcony I've ever seen. It's probably deeper than some of the balconies we've had, but it's not quite as wide. That's where they're making up for it. So there are 2 chairs, a footstool that you can use, and then the tables. There's no loungers. Now, over here is the Port of Galveston. You can see that's Royal's terminal. So they're finishing up loading the ship. Pretty interesting. Galveston is a really cool city. Going back into the room. This is what the room looks like from this side. Very nice room. Highly recommend. We have been on Oasis class ships before with the boardwalk facing balcony, and we didn't like it because it was just too loud at all hours of the day and night. It was just loud. People were down there making all kinds of noise all the time. So that concludes our room tour. And once again, if you need multiple charging system for your devices, buy a USB tower, and the USB tower will solve all your issues regards to power sources. They will allow you to have that. What you can't have is any type of outlet that multiplies the amount of normal outlets. So it can't have another, standard 110 outlet on it, like a power strip or the cruise ship approved. Now, trust me, I have a bunch of those. I brought 2 of the USB charging towers that have capacity to charge 8 devices each, and brought them on with no problem. So there you have it. We will talk to you soon. Stay tuned. Bye-bye.